Amy Adams.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Minister for Infrastructure and asks, what progress is the government making with its multi-billion-dollar infrastructure program?
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr Speaker, more good news. Yesterday we issued...
Before I invite the Minister to continue, now I say to the National Party backbench, that kind of pathetic behaviour will not continue or someone will be leaving the House. And I'm deadly serious about it. That is pathetic in this House to cheer when a Minister starts an answer like that. A good answer can be applauded, but that was just pathetic. The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, more good news. Yesterday we issued the second National Infrastructure Plan, which shows the government will invest over $17 billion building productive infrastructure over the next 4 years, and that is excluding the $5.5 billion set aside for Canterbury. It will see the government investing $7.6 billion in social assets like schools, hospitals, state houses and prisons, $6.5 billion in roads and $1.5 billion each in broadband and in rail, and doing it all with no new taxes.
Amy Adams.
To the Minister, what are the main challenges identified by the National Infrastructure Plan?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, the plan shows that our infrastructure is generally improving, with less red tape, more investment in roading, rail, telecommunications, electricity networks and specific projects for the Rugby World Cup. The challenges include the rebuilding of Canterbury, managing the taxpayers' large asset base, currently $220 billion, better, and ensuring that future investment goes into areas that deliver the greatest benefits to the economy.
Amy Adams.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Supplementary to the Minister. What are the government's infrastructure priorities for the next 3 years as set out in the National Infrastructure Plan?
The Honourable Bill English.
Well, Mr Speaker, I might say it's the first time the government has set out clear priorities, and this is covering the period of the next 5 to 10 years. First, rebuilding Canterbury infrastructure. Secondly, a comprehensive approach to investment in Auckland. Thirdly, improving the management of the government's social infrastructure, such as schools, hospitals and state housing. Fourth, focusing transport investment on supporting export-led growth. And finally, improving the government's ability to monitor performance of all infrastructure.
Amy Adams.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Supplementary to the Minister. What has been the focus of the government's infrastructure program since the election in 2008?
The Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, the government moved immediately with a multi-billion-dollar program to unclog our economic arteries by boosting investment in productive infrastructure. We've invested in the last 3 budgets heavily in schools, the biggest ever education capital program, in ultra-fast broadband, and that sits alongside record investment in the electricity and state highway networks. And as well as that, we've worked on improving the consenting process so that large projects can get through in a matter of months rather than several years.
Question number 4, the Honourable Annette King.
Thank you, Mr Speaker.